Gonna have a little playthrough strategy and a bit of an explanation as to what you're doing for this operation in the game. We're gonna be looking at Operation Defense of Naval Station Newport. Definitely in my opinion, one of the easiest operations, if not the easiest operation you can play in the game. All you gotta do is, you'll see the circle on my minimap here in a second, all you gotta do is defend that green circle in the bottom right corner of the minimap. You can see it, it's highlighted green. You just gotta make sure that none of the enemy ships manage to enter that circle. And the best way to do this is usually this island right here out in front. Great hiding for battleships. Island over there. The island over there. Those two are pretty much the only ones for over there. And then that island right there for battleships to hide on the sides. Aircraft carriers, of course, you're going to want to stay back behind the islands that have the forts, which I think is something our Lex is not doing. Correct. Every Lexington I've had today has been a bad example for the videos, and I'm just so disappointed. But for the rest of us, exactly what this cruiser right here is doing is exactly what you want to be doing. Just hugging the line, staying back as best you can while still engaging the whole lot of enemies that are going to be coming at you. First wave is definitely the slowest, gives you time to warm up. And they will only come at you from, if you get them killed in an effective amount of time, they will only come at you from one direction. So, how they're coming at us from the middle right now. Once I'd say we'll be near killing their last ship from this direction by the time the next wave comes in. And it's split into 3 zones that you'll see the waves come from. The middle zone, which they came up right now. And then there are the 2 side zones to the left and right. One of those zones will be the zone their next wave will come up. And once again, all you have to do with this one, you don't really got to do much. You just got to sit in the green circle. Safest way to do it. Just sit in the green circle and kill the enemy ships. Very simple. As you'll see, they're spawning up in the top right side now. The bottom left side where you see this indicator right here, this is the other area they'll spawn in. They'll spawn here, here in the middle, and then here on the side. There will also be a secondary objective. Because this mission's so easy, I'll go over the secondary objective. Secondary objective is rescuing a cruiser. The cruiser is either going to come out right here at E10 or right here at, what is that? J5, J4 area. They're going to come out of there, Romeo, Cruiser Romeo. They're going to have 2 cruisers pursuing them. It's pretty easy to mop it up and win that secondary objective. So I highly recommend pursuing it when you do play this mission. But if you feel like even this mission is a bit much, definitely just try and stay alive. Staying alive and getting as many ribbons, as much damage, and as many sinks as you can will get you the most money and the most XP. Which, in my opinion, aside from training, excuse me, aside from training, operations are, in my opinion, the best means of money in this game. Battles, random battles are good. What are there? Not quests. The missions are good. The little side missions they give you to go Never heard that. But the little side missions they give you to go kill, you know, to do so much damage in matches, and they give you multiple matches. Those are great to get you money too, especially the season pass ones, in-game income. Those are all great to seek. But the best way to just get the regular in-game credits that you need to buy ships, you need to buy mounts, you need to buy modules. This, in my opinion, get yourself one premium ship by doing one of these battle passes. Whenever the time comes, if you're new, definitely do this. Get one of those premium ships from a battle pass. There's bound to be another one that you can get for free without having to buy the battle pass, but just participating in it. There's bound to be another one. Get that, and you're going to take that, and you want to play that in operations. Because if you do this, I did this when Duplex, the French Tier 6 cruiser, came out. They dropped in a similar fashion in a battle pass, and it was, I think you had to buy the battle pass. But I was down. I had enough credits or something. Or doubloons. It was okay. I did, and I used that in probably like 50, 60 operations, right? Did a bunch of operations with it, gained tens of millions of credits. It was great. It is a money maker to get yourself a premium ship and just play operations. You get as many ribbons as you can. That's why Scharnhorst is so nice, because you'll see my secondaries are just racking up ribbons. That's why Scharnhorst is so nice, because you just get all these ribbons. It gets you more money, gets you more XP, gets you more free XP. Beautiful process. Duplex was a great intro because she was fast at firing. She got tons of ribbons. But just whatever you can get as a premium ship. If you've bought Michelangelo, I know that's our current dockyard ship in this season. If you bought Michelangelo, use Michelangelo in this. I think you can. I think it's only a tier 8 or tier 7. Or is it a tier 9? If it's a tier 9, obviously you can't use it in this. You could use it in Asymmetric Warfare. Asymmetric Warfare, another great one, but we're focusing on operations today. And like I said, I could just explain away at anything because this operation is just so simple. It's just hold down the base with your team. You can see they switched it up. It used to be you would dump off in 1, 2, and then go 3 on the third side. They can dump off in the same spot. You see we got 2 middle groups coming for us. So they have changed up the spawn points, which is nice because they were getting a bit repetitive, especially since they had me playing this op a lot when I was coming up with Duplex. So that is nice. Romeo is also going to be pretty random with what side he comes from. Or what side that ship comes from, so you're going to want to watch out for that. But otherwise, like I said, look, they're not even shooting me right now. As long as you can kill them before they can take out all your forts, you're golden, because they won't even shoot at you. They'll shoot at the forts first. So as long as you got those frontline forts, you should be pretty chillin', but it is recommended stay behind islands. You really want to stay behind islands. That's why I'm on my way right now, just keeping myself exposed so that I can maximize my fire potential, especially since I have my broadsides doing most of the work. And I'm a battle cruiser, so I can eat up some shots. And they're not torpedoes. The secondary objectives is nothing to throw your life away for. They are nice. They will help you. But once again, they are nothing to throw away a play or a ship for. If you're about to die, maybe, okay. If you can justify it through, like, your ship is super damaged already because you made poor decisions. Cool. But don't throw away a full ship. Don't throw away something that'll, because you'll definitely need a lot of ship to defend against all these enemies. If you're down 2-3 guys, you're gonna start to experience, like right now, they weren't supposed to get into our base. They have unfortunately breached our base. Even though we still have our whole team, they still managed to breach our base. I'm just barely managing to outrun that DD before it shoots its rack of torpedoes at me. But otherwise, it's pretty much your basic operation. Takes you about 15 to 20 minutes to do. I think we're looking at the higher end of 15 minutes, if not more. Because they really are coming at us. Maybe I'm in a higher 7/8, and maybe they do it differently than the 6/7. Operations are a constant focus. They are telling people, newcomers, to focus on the operations at first. And I do agree with that, but I also think you should be playing the co-op. Co-op is very valuable as well. Definitely not something to miss out on in a game like this. But if you do get past that point where you are comfortable outside of co-op, you're doing random battles, and you feel like you need more money, you feel like you need more, this is definitely the stepping stone after you're ready to, you're in your tier 5, your tier 6, 7. You are needing more money from your battles, you're just not getting enough. That's when you start bringing your ships into the operations. You're feeling more comfortable against ships. You're going to need it, because operations are harder than tier 4, 5 below. Operations are harder than playing tier 4, 5 below against players. They do get cumbersome. You are outnumbered. You're outgunned in a lot of them. In a lot of them, you are outgunned. Especially if you're just starting at tier 6, tier 7 ships, you're going to be outgunned. But once again, they are that more consistent means, especially when you have bonuses. That is one of my main reasons. I needed a consistent way of using bonuses without feeling like I'm wasting them. I started to play this, because at least this, I can get a really good game every time. I don't have to rely on the enemy team to not be a whole clan competing against me. So the co-op and the operations are good to train. Operations are definitely better for when you want to use bonuses, economic bonuses, more consistently, instead of risking using an economic bonus in a random match and just your whole team just decides to take an L and it causes you to take the L. Whatever you want to say it is, I don't care. Nonetheless, this is a more consistent way of getting those bonuses, the full pack of those bonuses. You will still suffer losses. There will still be teams that lose. And there will still be times that you're outgunned, you're outnumbered, and you're going to take the L. But it is more consistent. It's more of a 80-20 than a 50-50. So it is a lot better chance. But you still do have the 20% chance you're going to take an L. Your ship's going to get blown up. But a lot of the games I have where I get blown up, they're not necessarily a bad game. I still earn at least 150, 140,000 on those games. So once again, that's why with the bonuses especially, it's super good to do this. Because you can be earning 100,000, let's say, maybe even 90,000 credits. If those numbers seem good to you from a loss, that is what you get from playing operations with economic bonuses, and even just taking a loss halfway through the battle. Oh wow, they have torques. Who is it? Baron? Genesua, that's why. Oh, they're gonna catch my broadside. Torques. And now we are flooded. As you can see, I could even take the L right here, just going face to face with a battleship that is a tier above me, and I'm a battle cruiser, not necessarily battleship. So as you can see, the chances of you taking an L are not all the way gone just because you're playing an operation. It could easily be turned by just facing one ship head on instead of facing them behind the rock, letting your teammates do a lot more of support or falling back. And I mean, even if you look up top, you can see my team has also suffered their losses. I might die right here, honestly. My team has also suffered their losses, but if we can make it through this wave right here, this will be game end. So basically, the cruiser and the... Okay, there's still several cruisers, several battleships. If they can make it through this, because I'm not counting myself, even though this is a video and I might just die. But this was still a good walkthrough, I feel like. I'll try and keep myself alive for the sake of the video. Just so that y'all can see. You don't necessarily have to... And I do have good damage and whatnot, but you don't have to outright devastating, decisive victory them. Sometimes you have to just take the Cadmean victory and just be happy you win. It's kind of what I'm feeling. They tried. They definitely tried. They're definitely trying to sink me. And Nagato definitely has the range to do it. Like I said, the AI will not go easy on you. It will not just be a simple, easy game in any of these operations. If that's what you think operations are, I can tell you, you are dead wrong. They are not simple or easy. Even me, I'm not doing this on purpose either. Even me, somebody who has done a lot of operations in the past, I'm not having the best time right now. I'm probably going to take the L from this Nagato's rear main cannons, unless I can get behind this rock. And I'm still dodging a Yamato. Oh, I'll definitely die to Yamato. And see, that's what I'm talking about. They're not throwing something weak. They're not throwing something modest at you. They're throwing tier 10 ships. You are outgunned. So what do we have? We have Carolina and Colorado both outgunned by Yamato. Yeah, it's a bot. Yeah, they're not going whole... I mean, they're about to be close range enough to be going whole heart, so... I'm close range enough that I'm about to be having some trouble here, I think. Come on. Remember X. So if you're aiming at a target like this with your crosshairs, you can press X if you're on mouse and keyboard, and it will acquire that target for you. I did not know that until recently. So I'm sure some new people are watching this video because this is a walkthrough and tips and strategy. So I'm sure you're watching this video, you're new, maybe you're just trying to get a refresher, trying to do the operations, you've never done them. Nonetheless, X on the keyboard while aiming at your target will cause you to get your crosshairs on that target. That is something you want, makes your firing tons more accurate because then your ship knows that is who you're trying to fire at. You're trying to engage them. I've been blessed. I've managed to sneak around behind them at every turn. But also, Nagato being in the bay, like in the actual bay like that, is bad. 100% bad. Because once again, Nagato, if you don't know what Nagato is the tier 10 Japanese battleship. Tier X Japanese battleship in the first tree for Japanese battleships. That thing is a monster. It was a monster in World War II. It's a monster right now. So we're just trying our best to hold it off. This video managed to be 20 minutes because we took so long to finish, but there it is, a completed Operation Defense of Naval Station Newport. There you go. And once again, this is the payout for that. Very nice payout if you can get something like what I had. This is also a ship with the lowest economic booster and a premium ship. So once again, that's why you want to go for those, because you can consistently get this in operations. I hope y'all enjoyed my walkthrough here. Please, if I did anything, if you feel I could do anything better, please let me know down in the comments, or please just feel free to comment however you feel. Until next time, I will be heading off to make the next video of whatever operation we get next.